Yeah, well, this is before tonight, so it's not that great. It's got crossbody as a finisher, I think.
That's fine, but
Yeah, 2 driving body attacks and a schoolboy.
at least he trained pretty good for that.
Yo, maybe this call will be updated after tonight's show. Probably will.
Yeah. Maybe.
Streaming live, I am. Oh, awesome. Restream chat, thank you. Please pull up chat.
Uh-oh.
What?
Looks like we gotta keep our mouths clean, folks.
Bullshit. Doesn't stop you guys before sometimes.
Yeah, fuck, you're right.
Especially Joe.
Oh yeah, Joe is Joe, and he can't watch his own mouth if he tried. Is it out loud?
Okay. Where the hell? Okay, mod window control. Which one is the This is healed database. Okay, that's healed database. Never mind. Is this gonna... Oh. Interesting.
What?
Oh, nothing. I'm just looking through the mod window right now of everything that it has.
Oh, excuse me.
Dinner was good though.
Nice. What you have?
We smoked a couple of small chickens and a giant pork roast in the smoker.
You're making him drool.
Yep. It was so good.
I want to change Jay Briscoe's partner to
Did you know
Mark
what I had for supper
Briscoe.
tonight? I had a lox plate. That was it.
Change Mark to Jay. Jay White, Jay Briscoe. I want to chain Taichi and Zach together.
I had the salad.
Who else we got here that has tag team partners?
Which nobody's touching those.
Sammy and Jericho.
Those ones I actually like.
So how do you like your tomatoes?
Tiny.
Do you like put a little bit of salt with them? And just eat them raw? Or...
Once in a while.
5 minutes gone.
Alright, I think I got that stuff needed. Sweet.
Damn crazy dog. Like,
All right. What do we got going on?
Not much. I'm just messing around with Fire Pro.
Tommy B and Tommy.
I should go continue that league maybe tonight. Right now, I'm just curious as to how Bad Bunny performs.
Let's do it. I told Tommy this last night. One of the defense pairings on the Madness hockey team,
Yep.
Grizzly Joe and Braddock Cannon.
Try getting past those guys.
What do you think the end result of that's going to be?
Oh, yep, pain. Loads of pain.
Yeah. Suffice to say.
Yeah, suffice it to
Made the
Might be brought
playoffs.
on-
Made the
Yeah.
playoffs despite Lex missing 12 games due to, quote, injury.
So true, yeah.
Well, are you serious with this? Go on, help in Windows 10. So, it's gonna do this shit. Yeah, so, still made the playoffs. Third place, though, so on the road to Montreal to start.
Which is good.
What we gotta do. So,
For heaven's sakes, what the
Oh, give me a moment. Somebody's actually here. Wow.
hey,
You're not using the phone to freaking call and what you have.
Yo, Bad Bunny wins. What a shocker. Did I roll up? Score one. 87%.
so the women's team, I was all set to. I was down to my last game to sim before I had to make page, and then the game crashed.
Oh no.
So I got to go do it all over again. I got to reinstall the game and do it all. So I'm taking a day or two. Just be like, hey, let me calm down. Obviously, I'm not starting that until May, so I got time. But yeah. Oh, we'll take the first down. What else? But yeah, I mean, Walt had to get the lion's share of the starts because both backups were giving up on average 5 goals a game. So it's like, yeah, I don't think we can do that. I think Volt's got to start like 42 games. Hold on, I just realized something. Volt and Paige are both on soccer teams.
Yes.
Skyscraper and Angelini are both on basketball teams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's something.
Yeah. They reading minds or something.
Have something here for us, or just run the plays designed. All right, we'll run it. I don't think we've thrown the ball once yet.
That's not good.
Well, if we've been making positive yards,
True.
and we're going to make more positive yards. Well, hey, if they can't stop it, why stop calling it?
Gone.
True.
And the first pass play we're going to call is Grizzly.
Yo, that's mine.
All right, let's see if it works. Nope.
Damn it.
Backer had it covered. All right, second down.
Yeah, I watched WrestleMania. It was garbage. Well, not garbage. It was 50% good, 50% bad.
This will happen to be the 50% bad happened on night 2.
I mean, night 2 had some like moments like Zayn and Owens, but I mean, Edge losing due to all the interference in the world. Orton versus Bray was what the fuck.
Yeah, that. Jeez.
Oh, the tag match pissed me off because I think Natalya and Mina should have won, but whatever.
Should have gotten audible. Fuck. All right. Should have checked that on that play. Damn it. Second and 11.
10 minutes gone.
This is a time-consuming drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, you're probably not the only one. I don't think anyone really paid attention to not very many people knew that WrestleMania was on, because it really wasn't brought. I mean, you know, advertised as much as it usually is. Alright. Freaking Haley lost to Kairi Sane. I should try one more. I should give one more match a test here.
That's not good.
Let's give Sammy a match. Let's give him a match against. Oh, I don't know. Maxwell. Actually. Yeah, fuck it. Just make that the match. Go for it.
Not taking a chance with this freaking game. Interested to see something. 13 plays, 68 yards, 8 minutes and 31 seconds. And just a field goal. Yeah. So, think Becky's back tomorrow?
Becky? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think she'll be back.
Question is in what capacity?
Don't question that. I tried. Still scare myself.
I'm pretty disappointed actually. Yeah. Yeah. The Roman Paul Heyman thing is because Paul Heyman backs a winner.
Come on, Snake, catch the damn fly. I'm fired.
I'm just
Yeah.
like. I don't know. I'm disappointed. Like, WrestleMania is now pretty much the only show I try and watch live-ish, if I can. And it's just disappointment.
So, where are you finding the disappointment?
I mean, I'm watching a card for the entire show in general, and I'm only saying, like, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I only saw probably 2 matches I'm gonna rewatch. That would consider rewatching. Kevin Owens and Zayn, and probably the main event. They're matches that are not going to be as long-lasting as, you know, there's nothing like an Austin versus Rock or Triple H versus Angle, or, you know what I mean? Not on night 2. Night 1 is a. I think night 1 blows night 2 out of the water. Which kind of sucks that they're doing 2 nights. I hate the fact that they do 2 nights because they don't have the talent to do 2 nights. If they have too much talent on the roster, but they don't have the wrestling talent to do 2 nights.
Or maybe it's they don't have the writers to do 2 nights.
Probably that too, because honestly, a lot of the segments in today's show were like dumb, stupid.
That's the writers not knowing what the hell to do.
But some of the matches were like just there. I don't know. That could be a writer thing. That could also be a wrestler thing.
It was the Orton Bray match. How do you book it that way?
I don't know. I don't. It's a weird match to begin with, but I felt like if that's the way you're gonna do it, you should have just not done it at all. And just save the time and give it to like Kevin Owens and Zayn and have them wrestle about 5 more minutes.
Here's my thing about the Fiend. They screwed it up once with Seth Rollins, with that whole thing with Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That was a complete just mess up. Now, this match, like, if you're trying, I don't know what they're trying with the Fiend. I honestly don't know. I don't know what Bray's trying with the Fiend anymore. But to me, the Fiend has lost its the allure of the Fiend. That absolute fear factor of the Fiend is gone.
Do you think a lot of it's gone to Alexa Bliss though? Like she siphoned a lot of it?
No. I mean,
I feel like they have given me more reason to care about Alexa Bliss than the Fiend.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Unless Alexa Bliss in this character development is going to change her name to Sister Abigail. I just think they've completely screwed up all of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I agree on that one.
It's just...
I'd rather see him be the fucking TV show host now than the fucking Fiend.
It just goes back to what I said months ago, is he's great with the microphone, Bray. I think his characters are... The character development that he does is really good. But I think he just has... He's not as good as his father, let's put it that way, in ring. And I think those deficiencies limit him. And now we're, I mean, a lot of guys in wrestling over the course of time have had deficiencies in the ring, but you can still build a character around them that can make them larger than life. They've had a perfect opportunity with Bray twice over, and they've screwed it up.
Yeah.
Seeing this, would I be completely shocked if all of a sudden they decided to bring Finn Balor back to the main roster and bring Adam Cole with him, and then Finn reintroduces the demon, so to speak, if need be.
Yep.
Because Vince has said, from what we've heard in the reports, Vince has been like, whenever the demon comes out, he's not losing. That's it.
Exactly.
So, as far as we know, the only person that will have ever beaten the demon is Samoa Joe back in NXT.
Yeah.
Because, if the thought process was the Fiend is gonna come out and be this unstoppable force to have these two sides of Bray Wyatt, which at the time, when it first came around, I'm like, all right, he's ripping off Balor's gimmick.
Yeah.
Okay. If that was what was coming around, and now they screwed it up because the first time they needed Seth Rollins to beat the Fiend for whatever reason, and then I'm sorry, if you're trying to make the Fiend larger than life, he doesn't lose to an RKO out of nowhere.
Exactly.
He kicks out of it, and Randy Orton just goes like, "What in the hell's going on here?" The fact that the Fiend gets distracted by Alexa Bliss and eats an RKO and 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I don't know how you can develop anything out of it. Unless you're going to develop some kind of a line where now Alexa comes away from this character and goes back to the Alexa Bliss that we've known. I don't know. I don't.
know. I mean, it kind of seems that it's too deep now. It's at that point where she can't go back to Alexa Bliss unless something else happens. You know?
Yo, what if Finn just comes back and kills both of them?
I'd love it.
Like, I mean, you've had characters kill gimmicks before, kill other, like John Cena got erased from history or whatever. Balor could come in and kill the Fiend and kill Alexa Bliss's transformation and reset everything.
Yeah. Listen, the Hurt Business just got broken up for no reason, so.
Why not, right?
No. To be truth, the Hurt Business got broken up because Vince McMahon has always seen Shelton Benjamin as a B guy.
Yeah.
And they were becoming an A stable, and he couldn't have that.
Yep. That's stupid.
God. I don't care. Shelton's an A guy. I don't care. You're getting on my base based on it's a physique thing, and it pisses me off.
Absolutely is.
I put Shelton against anyone in the WWE. He could be the Shawn Michaels of the company, and they don't want to give him that. He could have been. He had all the talent in the world, just had no backers. No one.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
It's the same thing with fucking Cesaro. He'll always be a B guy because he's had the. I mean, he has Paul Heyman as a backer, but Vince don't give a fuck about Paul Heyman.
Right. Look, when the day comes that Vince is, which won't happen until he passes away, and I'm not wishing death on Vince McMahon. Let me start with that.
No.
But when the day comes that he's no longer at the head of the company, and when Triple H basically takes over on that wrestling side, you're going to see a world of difference. The writers will have, because the writers are afraid. Yeah. We're starting to see, we've heard reports that the writers are afraid of Vince. They're afraid they don't know what Vince wants. So,
Yep.
You got that. It's a problem.
That's a big problem.
So it's a Vince problem. It's a writing problem. It's a creative problem. It absolutely is.
It's a mess.
It is a mess. Morale's not that high. We all know that.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah.
It's bewildering.
Mhm.
It's bewildering.
I think Vince is stuck in the 90s.
Yes.
I think he's become a Jim Cornette character, but to a lesser extreme.
That's just that.
See, here's the thing. He had to give way to what Triple H and Shawn Michaels wanted, and then The Rock and everybody else, what they were doing, because it was becoming wildly popular, and they needed to do that to win the Monday Night Wars with WCW. If they had stayed with the same formula, WCW would have run them out.
Well, yeah.
We'll be talking about WCW presents WrestleMania.
Right.
No, Starcade.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
But that said, Vince started, once WCW was gone, there wasn't any real competition. Vince started to go back to, because it's like, all right, we have to stay a little more PG and all that stuff. So he knew, well, the way to make the sponsors happy and to stay PG is if we do the formula that has got us success all this time in the 80s and 90s, and that's your defined face and heel.
Yeah.
Your defined good guys and bad guys. And
the problem is the crowd has seen what it is like when you don't do that, and they like it more, but Vince is like, no. It's annoying. Man, that's why that's kind of like why a lot of people are joining on the AEW bandwagon.
okay, because guess what? The Inner Circle are the faces in their current feud.
Yeah.
Because
But they're not good guys. They are despicably
You're
bad
right.
guys.
they're dressed in black. They are heels.
They've attacked
But
everybody.
there's a heel stable that's more heelish than they are.
Yeah,
and
well, I blame
you can-
MJF.
When you can blow, okay, either you're gonna go full bore, okay? Usually it's full bore here. Nobody likes a full bore goody two shoes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work in wrestling.
Yo, they tried to give that stick to Jericho back in WCW, and it failed miserably.
Nobody likes that. Why? Because you want to see everybody get their ass kicked in. And you can't do that as a face.
No.
As a face, you're, oh, hey, look at me. Hey, I'm going to play to the crowd. Woohoo. No. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Heels play to the crowd a different way. It's like, I'm going to kick your ass too.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the problem. The problem is Vince has to have delineated good guys and delineated bad guys. And it just doesn't work with wrestling fans, and it hasn't for decades. It hasn't since the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
It worked in the 80s. Because you had all that feel-good stuff in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
80s sitcoms were all feel-good stuff at the end of the day. They're still trying to teach you a lesson. Then it got grungy in the 90s, and then you had to have some serious conversations. And, well, you know what? The Attitude Era came along at just the right time, and you had your, you started having the mixing, that blurring of the lines.
Yeah.
And fans loved it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing with Wyatt's character too. Think about it. He's blurring the lines.
Why? You can't. you got to go. You got to go all out. You got. If this character is pass, get going. If Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, is gonna be a dark side type of these two faces and whatnot. Behind the smiling face is this evil monster. You gotta let that evil monster loose.
Yeah.
Okay? And for a while it was working so well, and then
Goldberg happened.
Goldberg happened. Now this with Orton.
Rollins.
There's just not that. Now if Finn Balor ever brings the Demon back and faces the Fiend, if the Fiend beats Balor, I'll be like, now you're all full of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're all full of shit. Now there is nothing that you can write. There's nothing that you can book that I'm going to buy into, because now you're all full of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? It's the bottom line.
Yep, I agree on that one.
It's just, it's...
Come on, Saki. Damn it! No!
It's just too bad, too.
You're right, it is.
Because he's such a cerebral... The Fiend is a cerebral character. Excuse me, I can talk. You know?
This evil side of the Fiend has a cerebral side that plays mind games with everybody.
And people were eating that up.
Listen, I'm not a fan of those type of like that character, the Fiend. I was like, all right, whatever. But I'm like, you know what? Okay, he's definitely selling it. Yep, definitely selling it. So I'm okay. As long as you can give me good character development and not just, and I will give Bray Wyatt full credit. He's developed the hell out of that character. I thought his Firefly Funhouse match against John Cena last year was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing storytelling.
It was.
Okay. But this with Randy Orton, what are you trying to tell me? What story are you trying to sell me? See, when I play poker, every single hand is a story. And you got to make, I've got to make you believe a story. You've got to make me believe a story. That's the way hands work sometimes.
Yo, I got pocket aces. Shut up.
Yeah. Same thing here. What story are you trying to tell me that I need to believe? And to me, to see if you're going to have Randy Orton get out of a mandible claw, I don't remember. Did he eat a Sister Abigail?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
So he never even ate a Sister Abigail. I think I read he was going to get set up for one. He got out of there before it could happen. So he never got a Sister Abigail. He gets one mandible claw and gets out of it, and then drops his move, RKO, and pins him. What are you telling? What story are you telling me? And by the way, pinned him with the RKO out of nowhere because the Fiend was distracted by his own manager.
Exactly. So what type of story?
What are you trying to tell me?
Exactly, because that's confusing.
Are you telling me that Alexa Bliss is actually... She's Alexa Bliss when she's not Sister Abigail? And all of a sudden, Sister Abigail had this black ooze on her, and Bray Wyatt's like, oh no, it's happening again? Is that the story you're telling me? And he was in so much shock that he saw Sister Abigail with this black goo that he gets RKO'd and it's 1, 2, 3. He's in shock. Is that the story you're telling me?
If it is, that's the weakest story.
It's a weak story, but that better be what we hear on Raw.
Yeah.
It better be. Because if it comes around and all of a sudden they're splitting up Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt, and they're just gonna brush over how Alexa Bliss got back to being Alexa Bliss, then I'll be like, dude, what in the hell are you guys doing there?
Yeah.
I'm because WrestleMania ends storylines.
Yeah. And
That's supposed to be the show where you put a cap on a storyline.
Yep. Yep. So
If this is what's going to happen, then you might as well bring John Cena back to come in and knock off the Fiend.
exactly.
Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
It's just
5 minutes gone.
Yeah.
that match from the get-go. It was booked right to start, and then it wasn't booked right. I can't wait to hear what the recap is going to be. Actually, you know what?
Uh-oh.
Let us go to the YouTubes. I want to hear. Back to this. Switch, change windows. We'll stop football for a moment. Go live. All right. Night 2 live reactions. I gotta see.
This unforgettable vacation.
This unforgettable ticker is sponsored by my. I mean, what?
Keats.
What?
Damn.
What'd you do? Calm yourself.
Oh. By the way, it also appears we've broken Just Given again. The page is showing 14,400, but it's actually 14,800.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah. Well done everyone for breaking Just Giving once again, because we had a big old break of it last night when we passed 13,000. So thank you all so much for that amazing work. In fact, let's read some of your donations here. The last year and raising so much money for all these amazing charities. Chances of Alter Bridge playing Edge's theme tonight.
I think for about 6 or 7 minutes the business died, but I think we can resurrect it now.
What do you think of the tag match?
I thought the tag match was inoffensive. I can't say that it captured my attention, you know. I think, yeah.
It's your next match. As our reigning predictor, who is winning out of Riddle and Sheamus? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the
Oh, wait,
reactions.
the Orton match was early, right?
Keep it up, Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's first up.
It was the first one, actually.
Not the first match.
People that I do want to pull for. You are one of them. But I'm also pulling for Muscle Man Malcolm. I'm pulling for Tempest.
Put them wacky predictions for what you think we might.
Future and all the other ones. Although someone did say he looks like a really
One for Riddle.
And
And Sheamus is Laurie's dressed up as Sheamus.
That's
Yeah.
why I've dressed like this, yeah.
was set to girls just want to have fun. Fantasy booking video in the future. Also, will Blamplate get a chance?
Did he? I thought the triple threat originally was going to like.
As a little callback for a faithful fan. Wonderful. So yeah, so I watched that. Do you know what? Randall Keith, get that? Findus crispy pancakes.
Very good
Here's
for a
hope-
US audience.
Mm.
Dunking on Ollie Davis.
What a night. Guys, is this your new normal? My problem is right in the middle.
Right here.
Lose the weight.
Community.
I was going to say,
People
when we
being really inventive now as well with
I'm
comparisons.
gonna get some food. I'll be right back.
the idea of doing like the
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
nice.
Did you see the weird stock footage of people enjoying Peacock that they just spliced into this video package?
Are you trying to tell me that's not a real fact?
That's going to be the enduring meme image from wrestling. That's
Okay, right. So, and it
Look
looks
it
like
up.
walking out to the
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah, I think they built it that big so that he won't jump off. Where's the pyro?
The stumble.
They really planned on the first match.
Okay, I'm going to read this. Bray Wyatt better have a good match. He never delivers when it matters. I can't say that that guy is totally wrong.
I know, right?
Match not starting for 40 minutes. Like they planned it out. He will be gosh damned if he is skipping any of his finely tuned bits just because.
Yeah, I mean, that's the. Yeah. That and Hogan would still be doing pirate improv.
Oh my god, I forgot. I literally forgot that they did pirate improv.
And you're with like, guys, I've been working on this year. I've worked on this walk now for like 15 years. Now it's time for a video package. They had time for him to do this walk.
Oh my god.
Pete, if you were the predictor, who would you have picked?
Fiend. Yeah. Fiend. My crispy boy is probably going to take it.
I love the crispy boy.
Floppy boy!
Crispy boy.
I finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine Series 7 today. Has everyone else watched it?
Oh no.
Oh, emotional man.
My fluffy boy!
You stole the wrong fluffy boy.
I think we're getting a lot of bad finishes on this show.
Other than
Um,
clean.
Oh, so the crispy
Degreaser does wonders.
Is he
Fair,
actually?
the crispy fiend is a lot worse. Like I'm
Oh, yeah, I made a whole-
the thing.
But
I made a whole goddamn video about that rag.
Yeah, Adam, this whole feud has been built around the fact that he's now crispy fiend, and he's just gone back to being regular fiend again.
He's still got
Yeah,
the
he wanted
crispy.
to, but he's also made a lovely gravy at the same time.
Oh gosh.
Well, right off the bat, they dropped it crispy. All right.
Wow.
Could he have done that at any point over the last 4 months? Just, I don't want to be crispy anymore.
You guys don't understand good wrestling.
Oh, hey, Alexa.
He hasn't even got a mask on. Sometimes I feel like all my videos are a waste of time.
Yeah.
Sometimes he said.
Fiend hasn't got a
Throwing
rag.
his
You know when we thought this was
Feel
going
like
to be
you're like
like
a
a big thing?
I just
Entrance.
wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Now I'm figuring this out. Peacock's got all the WWE stuff now.
Yep.
I can almost guarantee you Peacock has probably told WWE that gimmick's got to go.
Oh, for fart's sakes. Seriously?
I just get this funny feeling that Peacock's probably like, no, I don't want to scare the children.
But,
Dawn.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe you can please talk some sense into me here.
Sure.
What the fuck is that with The Fiend and Randy Orton?
I don't know. What?
He didn't see it.
What?
Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
Did you?
What have I seen it?
Oh. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, let's just say,
Oh, did Orton win?
yeah, Orton won.
Okay.
He didn't even get one Sister Abigail in.
Okay.
Got one mandible claw in that Orton got out of. And then the Fiend, who's not crispy anymore, he's back to the regular Fiend, gets distracted by Alexa Bliss on the top of the Jack in the Box that the Fiend came out in. Yes, he came out in a Jack in the Box.
Good entrance? Okay.
Good entrance.
Okay, I'm back.
Alexa Bliss
I got some food.
Alexa Bliss sits on top of the Jack in the Box with the black goo on her. Fiend gets distracted. RKO out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been watching what's been going on, so I don't pay attention to it because it was a storyline that I didn't have any interest in.
Well, I just got light bulb moment. It's like, you know what? Would it surprise you if Peacock, NBC, all them idiots, if they pretty much told WWE the Fiend gimmick's got to phase out?
No, that's not what it was. I don't think that's what it was.
I don't know what the hell going on.
Have you had one of those moments, Ollie, where you take a step back and evaluate your life? Have you just...
Oh.
Oh. Oh, it's just slowly open. Oh, he's like half crispy. He's still got his tactical vest.
Just as audition to be
like all good clowns do. Oh, I do like it though. Look at
It's
the
cool.
See the thing, you're like,
Still cool.
It's still cool to me, damn it.
It's just that as soon as the music kicks in, all sins are forgiven.
Yeah. Code Orange.
Oh, that's
There it is.
Adam's favourite band.
How's he getting down?
I was about to say, he just gets up there, he's going to...
Is he still doing stuff? Are they still doing stuff?
No, I'm replaying it from before.
No,
I think what you
it's
There's no ladder.
Been over for a while.
So,
Did Edge at least win his match?
No.
nope, ladder there.
Who won?
Roman.
Donna.
Ladder for us.
He's pinned them both.
The same reason Randy Orton won is the same reason that Roman Reigns won, okay? It's the same reason. Both of them are the same reason. The poster child. Correct. I promise you at least one of them is... I promise you one of them... Something's gonna come out that Vince wanted to change the winner. At least one of them. Someone's gonna come out and say that he made a last minute change. I promise.
Come on, Cannonball.
I didn't want it.
You can't do that.
Vince's last minute changes are ruining the show then.
Yeah. He walked
Well,
in
that's
on.
what they always do. That's why I don't watch anymore.
Needs to be back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming out of Brett's audio too. Do I gotta mute you too?
Slightly more pointed, it's a mask. It's a new mask, yeah.
Is it mask? Yeah.
The answer is yes, I do have to mute his mic.
Oh, hello.
Also,
That's
I
wicked.
made
He's
a
done-
meme, Sean.
Well,
Mm.
You made a meme?
Yes.
What is it?
posted in
It's
memes.
crazy.
Is this a reference to this episode of Raw?
Is he consistently at the bottom of Wrestle League?
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
it brilliantly means this feud must continue.
Well, yeah, between
Fiend and
Wyatt and Bliss.
No, between Wyatt and Mandy. Is she the new like higher power?
Yeah, she's got to be. She's the one who like.
Dear Road Rabbits,
Come on.
with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance.
I've seen that one.
Summoned him back or whatever, right? So I think she's like in control of him now.
I made it. That's why no one's seen it. If you have.
Kane's thing. Ooh, look like Alexa is distracted.
What's Alexa turning on?
My God, she's melting.
She's melting. Mandy might win here. No. No. What's happened to Alexa?
5 minutes.
Demon Bride.
RKO.
Are you?
No. 1, 2, 3.
Are you kidding me? I was given a home run. I stood on third base.
Tempest has been eliminated from the championship.
Oh wait!
Randy will win. Pete!
No, wait, somebody had Orton winning that match?
Oh my god.
Totally.
Ollie actually did you a favour. He saved you from yourself by removing the choice. Starts Fiend. Yes.
I knew you would. I knew you would self-sabotage because you're a bit rubbish at stuff like this. So I thought whatever one you wanted to pick, you shouldn't pick because you're consistently at the bottom of Wrestle League.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
it brilliantly means this feud must continue.
Well, yeah, between
Fiend and
Wyatt and Bliss.
No, between Wyatt and Mandy. Is she the new like higher power?
Yeah, she's got to be. She's the one who like summoned him back or whatever, right? So I think she's like in control of him now.
But why would she want him to lose?
I don't know.
What's the blacklist and slip?
Oh, the fans are not happy.
Oh.
Look at the guy in the Fiend mask in the front.
Amazing.
What do I do with this now?
I don't know what to do. I paid money for this.
Yeah, threw it in the ring.
NFT.
Cannot believe you've seen how much worked well. It's like 100 grand is going for.
So there you go. They're all laughing about it. Crowd didn't like it.
Bray Wyatt, I think, is like 1 in 4 at WrestleMania. By the way, he lost to Orton, and he's lost to Orton twice. The only time he's won a match at WrestleMania was that match against Cena in that.
Yeah.
That wasn't even that wasn't even an actual match. So in actual matches, he's winless at WrestleMania.
Wow. Excellent at characters, not so much in the ring. I don't. Every time I think
there's nothing to get.
Yeah, clearly.
Dude, there's nothing to get. They don't know what they're doing.
Right.
I've given up.
I mean, all the
them
people
any
that were
benefit
all the people that were part of the creative that knew what they were doing are now part of AEW.
Correct, because they're actually good at producing wrestling. WWE and Jim Cornette of all people will tell you that he knows exactly how the production works. As long as Kevin Dunn's been there, they don't produce wrestling; they produce sports entertainment. So
I mean, is it really sports entertainment if it's not a sport, if it's not entertaining?
That's a good question.
Oh, they believe it is, so that's all that matters to them.
That's true.
Yeah, well, monkey flinging shit at a wall is entertaining to the other monkeys.
I know.
Speaking of which, that describes the WWE creative room. Monkeys flinging shit at a wall.
It's not wrong, you know.
It's not even more so that it's just whatever is able to get caught by Bruce Pritchard's filter, and then forward it on to Vince. It'll never die. It'll just be something that everybody will want to watch. It'll be something other people will watch, or either that or it's just casual, you know. I watch AEW too much to know just like how much better a show can be produced when you don't have somebody wanting to have to. I promise you, like I said, wait a few days. There's gonna be news. News will come out that at least one of those matches had their ending changed at the last minute, if not both of them. And if it doesn't come out, then I'll still stick with the fact that I think at least one or even both of them got to change back. The Edge one too, because that doesn't make it. Because that one to me makes even less sense, to be honest with you, to have Edge not win that match. But I also understand why. Well, actually, okay, I do understand both. I do, because Edge has his moment, great, but he's only gonna be there for how long, whatever. And for Bray, that one isn't so much, but I think it's, unless if you're trying to build something, but that's not what you do at WrestleMania. You're supposed to put closure on things, which you didn't. That's the issue. If this was another show, if this was another pay-per-view, then having him win, then that's fine. But if you're doing it to prolong the story, which is obvious that they're closing the story, the Randy Bray storyline, with Orton having his win, and he'll probably move on to something else like the championship or something, and then they'll do and then I think it's gonna be some weird cinematic thing where Bray Wyatt, and he's gonna be feuding with himself, I think, is what's gonna happen, because that's what it seems like. Or it's like he's feuding with Alexa being in control. I think that's what's happening. So
we'll see.
By the way, stupidity in WWE is not just relegated to creative. I'm going to read what my sister-in-law, because she works for WWE, she's in the analytics department. She wrote, colleague on another team within our department in an email explaining why he needs my team to do the math for him. Quote, we cannot use piecemeal numbers for each disparate component, domestic, TV, WWE Network, Peacock, etc. Because if we do our own math to add these up, we may end up not match you guys. Me to my boss, after discussing
what's that supposed to mean?
Basically, this guy didn't want to do the math because he's like, well, you know, if we do our numbers, it's going to end up different than yours.
So?
Okay. Me to my boss, after discussing how no, we're not doing the math for them. Quote, A, you sure as shit can, you sure as shit can if you list each component out individually. B, if you use the same numbers we have, the math should be exactly the same because that's literally how math works. End quote. My boss to me, quote, they are weak. So basically, one guy in the department is like, I don't want to do the math. You do the math for me, because we're going to probably have different numbers. It's like, no, math doesn't work that way. So, stupidity not.
He's gonna have different numbers. He's gonna count like shit. He's not gonna be able to count.
I got one to show you. You'll like this one. I just gotta put a code in. Like I said, man, I don't care. I don't watch. It only helps my point. Oh God. Okay. So, can I just go to the... okay, here we go. Alright, so I put it... No, hold on. Oh, hey, look!
Hold on. What am I looking at?
Hold on, I'm trying to look at my freaking I'm trying to look at my Alright, so here we go. This was from yesterday. Remember when they had the weather issue? So I said on a quote, couldn't have happened to a better company. Look who one of the first people to like that comment was.
Oh, wait, I gotta see this.
The first person to like the comment.
I gotta blow it up. Hold on.
Ryback.
And that's
Nice.
by the way. That's actually Ryan Reeves. He was the first person to like the comment.
Nice.
The first person. The big guy. First person to like that fucking comment was Ryback. I'm like, yeah, he got fucked too at WrestleMania. His career went down the shitter after they decided to do pretty much the same thing that they just did with The Fiend to him and have the veteran beat him for whatever reason. The Reigns one I can understand. I'm not so surprised about that one for a few reasons. Number one, what the hell is wrong? What the hell is Reigns supposed to do after that? Number two,
It's
what
obvious,
the hell
right,
is Edge
Sean?
supposed to do after that?
It's obvious, right, Sean? Roman Reigns is
What?
gonna fight God.
Oh, jeez.
Not the first time someone fought on wrestling on WWE.
I know.
Yeah.
What the fuck are the Leafs doing?
Good question.
They made two big trades.
I know they got Riddick.
They got Dave Riddick and Nick Foligno.
It's not really a big trade though.
For what they need, yeah, it is. Well, for the role that Nick Foligno would be playing, yes, it is.
You know, those aren't big trades. Those are.
Oh no, big. I'm sorry. Those are.
No, those aren't.
Those are trades that are gonna help their depth. It's. Although Nick Foligno is a big name, fairly big. He's a captain.
I don't think he's a big name.
Former All-Star.
He's known.
He's an All-Star.
No, I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's a scrub, but you know,
he fits for what they need. They got what they need now, which is crazy to think.
that team did need a little more grit. A little more.
Well, Foligno is perfect for that, and now you have him and Simmons. It's kind of like, yeah.
They needed a little more abrasiveness for sure. A little more grime.
Yeah, they're looking better now.
Or as they say, some sandpaper.
Yeah, Foligno would be that, I'd say.
Oh, I just checked out into the wrong play. Fuck, I still got 4 after.
Let's see what these results are.
Oh, you're in a 4-6 run defense. Let's go. Fuck. Damn. 4-6 run. And just the guy stayed with him. All right, good defense. Good defense by that guy. Broke it off. That's got to tip your hat there.
Gloria.
I wonder what the crowd reaction was to heel Reigns.
I know what the crowd reaction was to Orton winning that match. Here's a hint, it wasn't good.
No, there wasn't much reaction to Daniel Bryan or Roman Reigns. It all seemed to be for Edge.
Wow, Rhea Ripley beat Asuka.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the way that match ended too was so apparently Asuka had an armbar. Ripley wormed her way out of it, but gave up the back, so Asuka put in the Asuka lock. Ripley gets out of that one. Asuka starts raining down the kicks, the buzzsaw kicks, and all of a sudden Ripley turns around and hits her finisher, Riptide, Ripcord.
Yeah, it's that elevated cloverleaf. Yeah, the Riptide.
1, 2, 3. Seemed like the writers wanted a lot of like instant.
She used the pump handle slam.
Yeah.
Riptide.
Yeah, pump handle slam Riptide. I was disappointed, but typical WWE doesn't know anything about finisher sequences.
Well, that Ripley doesn't really have one, is the thing. She has that elevated. She does have that. She does have that really good elevated.
I mean, just like
relief, but I don't know. I guess she didn't use. Oh no, yes, she did. She used that.
It just seems like they don't kick out.
That wasn't the finish. Okay.
Complete shot. Come on. What you do, Naito? That's you know. Got your quad.
Wondering if there was different writers for night 1 and 2. Oh my God, Reigns pinned both of them on. Oh wait, Reigns. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
He put Edge on top of Bryan and covered him. Well.
See, next is God.
Well, it'll probably be somebody else, but yeah. I don't know who that would be.
Vince
Maybe
McMahon dressed as God.
Maybe Finn Balor, maybe. I don't know. That's the only other thing I can think of is Balor comes up. Or it's going to be somebody that... Either that or it's Big E. Which it might be because Big E lost to Apollo.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's happening. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what they wanted to set up, right, at SummerSlam? They wanted Big E and Reigns at SummerSlam, right? That's what they wanted. I thought that's what they wanted to do.
Maybe that's it.
Let me see here. What shall we do?
John Alba, if you're a hometown talent, you're not going to win in WWE.
Unless you are.
No. If you're a hometown talent, you're not going to win. This is his tweet. If you're a hometown talent, you're not going to win in WWE. Apollo Crews and Big E worked very hard in that one. Brutal match.
Oh, because that's right, because Big E's from Tampa, right? That, yeah.
Brutal match, but they shouldn't have labeled it what it was. If you're gonna label something a Nigerian drum match, use a fucking drum. You tried the gong shot, you failed. Show you something. Just call it a Nigerian street fight. That's all you had to do.
Were they worried that there might not actually be streets in Nigeria?
I don't know, but
they didn't want to. They probably didn't want to go down that road.
Funny.
They probably didn't know if there was actually.
Are you making a joke? You said a road.
I'm not making a street. I'm not making a joke or not. I just don't think they actually knew.
Well, why would they call it a drum match? You could have called it something else.
Because I guess they know that they have the freaking, I don't know.
The drums that they didn't use?
The war drums or something? I don't know.
They didn't even use the drums. They're just there.
Well, were they at least there? Well, wait,
If
was
it's
there
there-
drums there?
There were drums there, but they weren't used. They were stared at for 5 seconds.
Okay, well, you're saying, but they were there, though.
Yes.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that they absolutely have to be used. That
I say it does when you name the match and something you picked up.
What it is. I think it's a, you know, it was obviously the name being something different other than a singles match was to try to draw some attention, but the whole thing is a cliche. You don't have to use said things in the match if you don't want to. But yes.
I think it's a cop out if you don't. I think it's a cop out if you don't.
Correct. I think you got basis there, but that doesn't mean that they 100% have to use everything. I don't think they were planning on using it. They just decided that they were going to put the name in there, but the match was going to go exactly the same way as before they named it.
Well, there's Alexa.
Yeah, that was yeah, so it looks like this is just a reset for everybody, but it's just like, because you'll probably go into the Raw back in the Thunderdome again and be able to just redo and just pretty much just create the new stories or whatever they may be. It's probably going to be Daniel Bryan and Edge. Now, probably start a singles feud, which is fine. You got Big E and Reigns, which will be fine.
Although
I'm assuming that
Alba's getting his tweet game nicely.
Yeah, he's always got it. It's probably that, and then
that's funny though.
You probably have the return stories for both women's titles, probably. Just for on the short term, probably. And I would figure that Becky probably comes back for SummerSlam or something, because she has a legitimate claim for I guess the Raw's title. SmackDown 1, you can run that for a while. And then I'm going out on a limb and guessing that they're doing has Randy Orton ever had a thing with Bobby Lashley before? I don't think that's ever happened. Because I'm thinking that might be what's happening next. But it's a short-term thing because I can't shake the idea that Lesnar's coming back to fight Bobby. I can't escape that idea that he's not coming back. They were programmed with Lashley. Fucking Tai Chi.
Just fucking.
Tai Chi, way.
Tai Chi's the best.
Oh god.
The best. Being any kicks as we get for introducing a barbed wire bat into the ring, jackass.
Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, Mark Rosales is officially... Lake Erie just signed a knuckleballer.
Oh.
The other day. Ryan Fierabend.